You're in the dog house.
Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. This right here, this ain't your ordinary ish.
Two Live Stews Experience. Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, we are back. What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
Good morning, world. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. I'm Ryan Stewart. He's Doug Stewart, and this is your Two Live Stews experience.
It's not an
Good morning,
experiment.
Sigma Dads, Ron Lee, my man Griff, and honorable mention Narelle Scott. Good morning to you, Dougie Stew. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic, sir. How about you?
And then just get a little bit of snow and lose their mind. Just lose their minds.
Did y'all get snow down there yesterday?
Man, we had about 4 or 5 inches of it.
What?
Still got about 2 of it out there. I'm telling you, it was crazy.
Are you serious?
It was thick up, man. Thick up. Roads locked down with ice. I mean, thick up.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Wait, I'm not talking about last week. I'm talking about yesterday.
Yes, man. Yesterday. Today is Thursday. And look, man, my kids might as well go ahead and get damn GEDs. They out of school again. They might as well go ahead and get GEDs, man. Get online, get you some GEDs. Go ahead and get into the workforce. They are out of school again today.
I think somebody said that in the group yesterday as well.
Yeah. Tracy Williams goes. Shout out to the folks in Moco, Tracy them.
I remember that when my kids were younger. You kind of got a groove. You got a routine.
Right.
And when the kids just in the middle of a week,
I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is.
Right.
They out again today. It's crazy, man. They're just around the house playing video games, drinking milk, drinking juice, drinking sodas.
drinking
it's
up all
crazy,
my
man.
milk, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. But real strange last week and a half because the first snow was last week, Friday. So this past weekend. So yeah, like in 5 or 6 days, we've had snow twice.
Right.
Which is very awkward for us. We don't get down like that with that snow.
Another fire started in California, and we got snow here in South Georgia, in Louisiana, and in Houston, Texas. You better get right with the Lord.
Get right with God. Yeah, man.
Hey, get right.
So we had MLK Day on Monday. So we didn't do the show on Monday. The last show we did was Friday, and a ton of stuff has happened since the last show that we did Thursday last week.
I don't even know where to start, man. I don't even know where to start.
Well,
man.
we got to recap what happened in college football. Ohio State wins the national championship. Them summer bitches. NFL divisional round games.
Can we keep it real, right? Can we keep it real?
Yeah.
I might be the only ninja that watched the inauguration, man. But I had to watch the inauguration, man. As a matter of fact, man.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, man. I'm dead serious.
You borderline Snoop Dogg actions, man. Are you kidding me?
Don't do that. We're talking about that in a second.
We discussed this as a people. We're not going to watch that.
No, man. I think as a people, y'all can't come to me after the fact and after the devastation telling me what I need to do. That's what I think as a people.
We told everybody not to watch that shit.
When I begged y'all for months to get out and vote, nobody was saying nothing. Nobody was saying nothing. Now, after the fact, this darn terrorist is in there running this country again. After the fact, y'all want me to show solidarity by not watching it? Man, stop it. I had to watch it.
Terrorist is an accurate word, but I can't believe you watched it. You gave that man some Nielsen ratings? Are you serious?
The things that were said during that inauguration is frightening. It's frightening.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is frightening. The whole damn thing is frightening that this guy's been in office today. I think it's his 3rd day.
Oh, my goodness.
You sweat, man? What's going on? You having heat flashes?
I just talked about a terrorist being in office, man. I'm hot over here. I'm hot over here, man.
I think today is the 3rd day. And in 3 days, he's sending the police up into churches and schools to grab Mexicans. He got rid of DEI, diversity, inclusion, and
equity and inclusion.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. He got rid of DEI, and the big thing,
the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
3 days now, and the big one, this man let out 1,500 people that broke into the Capitol and was, abusing police officers, and they're supposed to be the police party. The whole thing, really, I'm gonna go back to 2016, man. This whole thing for the last 8 years or so, man, has just been like bizarro world.
And there's certain people that are in the cult that he leads that are literally defending the 1,500 people. People who got 20 years, 12-year sentences are just out on the street. People that tried to break into the Capitol were walking the Capitol halls this week being invited by this dude.
Yeah. We had a conversation this morning about DEI, and Nadi is totally against DEI, which basically is the newfangled affirmative action. Okay, so for people out there that are watching this, let me just hip y'all to some things about this whole DEI thing. Nadi says, and I'm not gonna talk for him, but let me just say this: DEI is necessary. Affirmative action is necessary because we don't run shit. Okay, let me break that down for you a little bit more. 80% of the population is white people. White people. You see how they be spelling it online? W or not W? Y-P-P-O. Right. So they run all of the businesses, which means they give out all the jobs. Who do you hire, man? If you're hiring for your company, who are you hiring?
Because I'm black, but black, y'all.
You hiring people that look like you, have your same ideals, hang out the same places that you do, yada, yada, right?
You hire people that you're comfortable with, sir.
So if it wasn't for DEI and affirmative action keeping checks and balances on Mickey Fickies, niggas would never get jobs. Understand that. It's very simple. Okay? Nadi is somehow in agrees to this because maybe he don't understand. Maybe he don't understand that's how it works. He's going to come on later, and I'm sure he's going to talk about this. But when you are black and against affirmative action and black against DEI, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Less scholarship
Seriously.
opportunities at prestigious universities, schools that have to say, okay, we got to let a certain amount. They could just overlook everybody now. I mean, it's a whole situation, man.
You think your resume matched up against another white people resume, and your resume is a little bit better, and Peter is the guy giving out the job? You think you gonna get it even though your resume is better?
And Karen. And Karen. Yeah.
Karen's making the decision who's getting the job? Yeah, man. So the next 4 years, man, are going to be it's going to be hell on earth.
On Tuesday, the Trump administration ordered that officials overseeing diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts across the federal government be placed on leave on Wednesday, and that their agencies take steps to close their offices. In a memo,
3 days in.
In the memo from the Office of Personnel Management.
Oh, actually, that was 2 days.
The heads of department agencies were ordered to purge such officials by placing all DEI staff and paid administrative leave, effective immediately by 5 p.m. on Wednesday. So he gave them cats 48 hours to get all the ish and get the hell on.
I've been doing this corporate America thing for 30 years, man. 32 years in different capacities. Senior management. And let me tell you something, man. All this says that anything that they can keep to themselves, man, they're trying to do it. Trump's going to try to put it in force.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. The other part of this whole thing with Trump being back in office, and we're gonna get to sports, man.
And it is your boys, the Two Live Stews Drugstore, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. And this is your Two Live Stews experience. Go ahead, man. Keep on.
We're gonna get to the Arlie report. Entertainment. Nadi's got his funky 4. We've got the top 5. We got a lot of fun stuff we're gonna get into, but this is just at the it's in the hearts of everybody, man, because of what's happened in 3 days or 2 days.
It's heavy, man. My TV is back to being on CNN or MSNBC all day long, man, because you kind of got to pay more attention when this kind of situation is in your sights. You got to pay more attention.
Right. We Snoop Dogg. This son of a bitch. We got a story about Snoop Dogg too. Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, Nelly,
Soulja Boy,
and Soulja Boy performed at the Crypto Bar. Okay, so there's a lot of confusion. They're saying that a lot of people think that these guys accepted gigs to perform at the White House or something like that. Okay,
they knew what they were doing, man.
These guys performed at a ball in D.C. honoring Trump. And I've seen video. I've seen video. What's the word I'm looking for?
He worked for every penny he got. I'll tell you that much.
I've seen video responses to the outrage that they're getting from the community about why they did this stuff. And Nelly just shouldn't have said shit.
He should have kept his mouth shut.
He should have just said nothing.
Yeah.
What's that saying? It's better to say nothing at all and open your mouth and erase all doubt that you're a dumbass. Something like that.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? I seen Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
I'm very sure he's on a lot of drugs. So you can't really even pay attention to what he's saying.
So you didn't really know where he was at the time when he was speaking. But Nelly knew where he was, and he was.
Nelly got better sense.
He should have better sense. Clearly he doesn't, but he should have better sense.
Okay, so I haven't heard from Rick Ross and Snoop Dogg. This doesn't surprise me. You want to tell a story about our history with Snoop Dogg, man?
Please, you tell it, Doug. Please.
So back in 2011, shortly before they ran us out.
2010, 2011, yep.
Station came to us. This is going to be in the book, but because y'all watching this show right now, y'all getting some little nuggets. 2011, right before they show us the door because of this incident and a couple other incidences, management came to us with this deal. What's the deal on? The deal was from a new malt liquor being promoted and owned. I think he may have had ownership in it of Snoop Dogg with some with a malt liquor, a candy flavored malt liquor.
Candy flavored malt liquor, man. Tell them what the stew said, Doug. Doug, when they presented us with this, tell them what the stew said, Doug. Tell them.
Oh no, sir. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We are not gonna promote no candy flavored malt liquor in our community.
You guys looked at us like, what?
So they we told them we're not going to do it. They didn't really understand the whole. They didn't understand the whole issue of that product in our community. So instantly we were like, no, we can't do that. We can't go home and look at our people in the face when you're trying to promote malt liquor to a younger demographic. Clearly, that's what it was about.
Candy.
We're not going to do that.
Malt liquor.
We thought that was going to be the end of it. No. They called our agent, scheduled a meeting. We walk in this meeting. It's 8 dudes in suits. It's our agent. Our agent kind of prepped us before. He was like, hey, guys, they scheduled a meeting with all of us. I need you to understand this thing is a big problem.
It's a big deal. It's a really big deal, guys.
Norm, rest in peace, Norm Shut.
You guys just don't want to take the deal? You guys just don't want to take the deal? No.
We were like, no, we're not going to take this deal. So we walk into this boardroom, and there's 8 cats all in ties and suits. And so Stews, tell us again, what's wrong with the malt liquor, the candy-flavored malt liquor?
What's wrong with that?
We were like, clearly y'all don't understand, but we cannot promote this in our community. We would be heckled and ostracized. Not only would we get heckled and ostracized, but we know right from wrong.
Right.
Long story short, we didn't do it. That was kind of like the precipice of the downfall, that and a couple other things. And
well,
6 months later, let me give the final thing.
Okay.
6 months to a year later, the business, the malt liquor brand, they shelved it.
Yep.
Because it got so much bad attention. They did you can look up news stories. It got so much bad attention that I think it's Colt 45 stopped producing it. The deal with Snoop was off.
Yep.
Okay? You can Google it. Google Blast Colt 45 grape flavor or whatever, and you see stories where they canceled the whole product distribution because of the backlash and the negative publicity it got. We were ahead of our time.
No one ever came back and said, "Hey, Stu, you guys were right about that." Yeah. Can't just take this deal. Can you guys just take this deal?
So bottom line, long story short is, I can't believe Snoop, but I believe it because I know he's literally out for any check. He don't give a damn about nothing. And I'm a Snoop fan. Love his music.
Yeah.
But the problem with them guys performing at something Trump-centric is, we're not mad at you for getting a check, but I think the problem is when you do something like that, that says that you'll do anything for $1, which means we don't trust your ass no more.
Well, Obama had 2 inaugurations. I went to one of them, the first one, and
I did too.
At those parties and balls, I didn't see them folks performing there because those folks have morals. They're like, we're not going to stand up and dance and sing for this ninja. But flip it around and give us that opportunity. I can't wait to dance and sing for Mr.
Snoop Dogg's his own DJ using the N-word in front of white people.
And they're standing there like,
they not dancing. They don't know how to even react.
They were just looking at him, man. We're gonna step away from this and get into some sports in a little while. Huge championship game on Monday. Can't wait to talk about it. Didn't bet it. Don't believe I didn't bet it. So scared to bet now. I did. It's, boy, how the tides turn when it comes to that. And divisional round of the playoffs went down. Incredible weekend in sports. We'll recap that and take your calls, get your chat, and have Naughty and have Ollie. A whole lot going on this Thursday. Y'all keep it locked in.
Hey, listen, let me tell you a little bit about my job, my daily job. I work at Mass Mutual. Do you need life insurance? Do you need a term policy or a whole life policy? I can do that. Absolutely, I can do that. But have you ever heard of universal life? Universal life is a hybrid in between whole life and term. It's a longer term product than term life insurance, but it's not as expensive as whole life, okay? Great price point right in between those two products. I'd love to tell you more about it. Give me a call, 678-216-4452. That's 678-216-4452. I'd love to be your insurance agent. All right, we'll be back in a second.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
Okay, I want y'all to check this out. This is a documentary I just skipped by on ESPN On Demand, on ESPN Plus, about Michael Vick. And I did a video a while back, and I proclaimed that Michael Vick was the blueprint to all these new jack quarterbacks, these dual threat quarterbacks like Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. And I got a lot of pushback. People said that it was Randall Cunningham. The thing is these guys today weren't old enough to see Randall Cunningham. They saw Vick. So this is the standard. And I want you to listen to this last clip that Bobby Bowden made, rest in peace, about Michael Vick in the future.
The best freshman football player I've ever seen in my life is Michael Vick. Did you see what that guy did today? I got to tell you, we've been seeing him all year. We've been seeing him. I told Florida State guys before the game, you ain't never seen him like that. Well, I think we talked to Bobby about it. He would agree with you. This is the best freshman college quarterback and college player college football has seen in many, many years.
Listen.
You know what I can see coming on? I can see that's the quarterback of the future. 10 years from now, you're going to see Vicks running around everybody's campus.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience. I'm your boy Ryan Stewart. He is Doug Stewart, and we called that years ago, sir. Years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Absolutely. Bobby Bowden saying that he can see the future within 10 years. A bunch of Vicks running around. And that kind of takes us to the first thing I wanted to talk about, man. This Jaden Daniels kid, man.
He's amazing, man.
I mean, really? A rookie his first year? They beat the Lions. The Lions, the number one seed, man. 45-31. They put up like 30 points in the first half.
Yep.
On the road.
Yep.
I know it hurts because you played for the Lions. You were in that organization for 5 years. I know that hurts a little bit, but man, talk about this Jaden Daniels kid on the other side.
They were 3 for 4 in fourth down efficiency, sir. The Commanders nor the Lions, the battle of the Dans, Dan Campbell and Dan Quinn. There was not one punt in that game that I can remember, sir. To have that kind of confidence, I'm talking like 2 4th and 2s, a 4th and 3, and like a 4th and 5, where Daniels fakes a handoff and just runs around a corner. Daniels steps back on a 4th and 3 on their side of the field and throws a pass that's like 18 yards down the field to a tight end that was brought in to throw everybody off. There's a running tight end and there's a passing tight end. Ertz is the passing tight end. Everything that Jaden Daniels, it blows my mind how cool, calm, and collected he is, man. And I'm sure we'll talk about it before the show's over, but I think I like the Commanders more than I like Philadelphia this weekend, sir, and the game is in Philly. I think I like Jaden Daniels. I can't bet against that kid ever again in my life.
The big takeaway from the AFC Championship or the AFC divisional round with the Chiefs and the Texans, the Texans got job, man. They got a lot of bad calls in that game. They were in this game, final score 23-24. Man, some of the calls that the Chiefs get, and I get it. Patrick Mahomes is kind of getting the Jordan treatment now. I get it. But I really, really feel bad for the Texans because the Texans were in that game until some real costly penalties at the worst times possible came into play, man. I feel sorry for them young guys.
Sir, CJ Stroud had a good game, but if every call was made properly, the Texans on their best day still couldn't beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
I don't know, man.
The Texans, the one person that you can't let beat you on that field is who? Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. And for the first time this year, Travis Kelce goes 7 catches for 117 yards. Yeah, I understand the urgency with everyone saying, "Oh, the Chiefs getting this and Jordan treatment." I get the novelty with that and that theme, but the better team won that game, and everybody knows that at the end of the day, man.
Probably the better team, man, but they got a lot of bad calls. I mean, it's so long ago, we shouldn't really care to get back into it. But Houston's got a bright future, man, but they go down to the Chiefs 23-24. Then on Sunday, the first game, you had the Rams and the Eagles. Eagles squeak out a win 28-22. It's another one of those new jack quarterbacks, another one of those running dual threat quarterbacks, and Jalen Hurts, they get it done. What are your thoughts about that game? Rams stuck close in this thing, man.
Rams stuck close, and Rams had an opportunity at the end of the game to win this damn thing, and they gave it up. Had a couple of dollars on the Rams. I did. It was a tough week. When you can run the ball, you can win football games. When you can establish the line of scrimmage, you can win football games. Jalen Carter defensively was too much for the Rams, and offensively, the Philadelphia offensive line, when it comes to tush pushes and when it comes to Saquon Barkley, they're too much on the ground. They can establish the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be dangerous. Think about it now in this championship game that's coming up, NFC Championship, Commanders versus the Eagles. You got a quarterback in Jaden Daniels that just threw for 299 and ran for like another 50 or 60. Here you got Jalen Hurts that only passed the ball for 128 yards. And he got dinged up last week. I really feel good about these Commanders coming up, man. But
I
again,
think
I like what the Eagles are doing on the ground.
I think the snow played a part in the not so great passing days for those guys. But yeah, if anybody, man, I'm telling you,
it's crazy, man.
The Commanders could win this game. Like for them to go into Detroit and do what they did.
Yeah.
Going into Philly, I think Philly is probably a more harsh place to play because of the fans, the crazy fans and whatnot. And it's going to be cold. It's outside the elements. But the Commanders could absolutely win this game based on what I've seen on them all year long.
Commanders are a cold weather team too, man, in DC. They play outside. They're not playing in no dome.
True.
It's the same thing, man. So, again, I really hey, man, if they're down by 14 or up by 21, the kid is doing the same thing on the sideline.
Right.
He comes over, goes to the phone, talks to the coach, and then goes and sits down in the same spot every single time, and he's watching the game.
Oh, yeah, man.
This kid is cool as a fan, man. I got to stop calling him a kid.
As a cucumber.
He's an amazing player.
And last game, man, I already got the sad face. The Bills and Ravens, punk-ass Josh Allen beats Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens 27-25. Just couldn't come back from the mistakes made in the first half. Lamar has a fumble. Lamar throws a pick. I think there was a miscommunication on the route as well. And Josh Allen and the Bills get it done, go to the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs.
A couple things I want to say, man. Are you okay, man?
I'm not okay. I'm not okay because I root for this guy. But guess what? Go ahead. I got a stat for you.
I'm here for you, and I was waiting for you to call me this week because I figured you want to bit and talk, but you saved it for the show. I'm serious, man. All jokes aside, man.
I'm fine.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
This past weekend in the divisional round, man, every team that had turnovers lost.
Yeah.
Every team that did not have turnovers won. And Lamar Jackson threw 4 interceptions this season. Like 3 of them weren't his fault. And this interception he threw this past weekend wasn't his fault either, man. Receiver stopped running the route. Receiver should have had another 5-degree bite into that route, just like the DB did.
Right.
The DB cut underneath that route. So if the DB can cut underneath that route, then the receiver should cut underneath that route.
Right.
Again, still an interception, and the fumble, Lamar was just doing too much. But Josh Allen, all year long, I've been saying the same thing. You know I'm a Josh Allen hater. Hats off to Josh Allen for not doing too much. You know, he only threw for 127 yards.
Right.
But shout out to him for making the right decision in and out all season long this year.
Mm-hmm. Another year that we got to go with Lamar not getting a ring or not even making it to the Super Bowl. I got some interesting stats for you, though. I'm always going to be positive.
I knew you would have interesting stats.
I've got some interesting stats for you.
All right.
Michael Jordan didn't win his first ring until his 7th year. Nikola Jokic didn't win his first ring until his 8th year. Did you realize that?
I did not realize it was that long.
Your boy, LeBron James, didn't win his first ring until his 9th year. Peyton Manning. How do we view Peyton Manning today?
He's
You're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
He's hallowed. He's loved. He's mythical. He's a mythical figure.
Peyton Manning didn't win his first ring till his 9th year.
Doug, you can't do this. You got to stop.
Hold on.
No, Doug, please stop.
Hold on.
Doug, please stop.
No, I got a couple more. Hold on. Hold on. Drew Brees didn't win his first ring until his 9th year. And here's the biggest one out of them all. Hold on.
You gotta stop.
This is the biggest one out of them all. How long would you say it took John Elway to win his first ring?
I know it didn't happen until Terrell Davis came. I'd say 10, 11 years.
That's better than I would have guessed. John Elway didn't win his first ring until his 15th year in the league.
It was his. Was it his 15th and final, or did he play one more?
Play one more. He got another one
right.
his last year. So his last 2 years playing in the league, his 15th and 16th year, John Elway won 2 rings.
Listen, man, I knew you.
The point I bring this up.
All right, okay.
The point I bring this up is that young man's gonna be all right.
Yep, I agree.
That young man's gonna be all right. Do you agree that he's going to get a Super Bowl at some point?
I don't question that at all, and he's keeping receipts.
Okay,
he's calling people out. He's keeping receipts.
Now,
and I don't doubt that at all.
It's very disappointing they're not getting to the Super Bowl. It is. There's no way around that. But that young man is okay. He's gonna be okay.
You can't turn the ball over, and you can't drop plays that are routine. And that drop that Andrews had for the 2-point conversion was routine, and it can't be dropped. Not in that situation. It just can't be. But something else that can't happen, man. The way you roll for that cat all year long and scream that cat name every day, all day, man. You just can't come in here and make excuses.
I didn't make excuses.
The lack of the first half that he had. The first half he had was not good.
I'm not making excuses. I'm looking at the positive side. I let y'all talk trash about the man and say he, this or that or the other. I choose not to do that. That's all. I ain't made one excuse for him. He struggled the first half of that game. He put them in a hole. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the positive one for dual threat New Jack quarterbacks, period. Because
he did not play bad. As a matter of fact, he played good.
Oh my gosh. Matter of fact,
he played good.
No, wait, hold on. Outside of the interception and the fumble, and really the interception, I'm not really going to say interceptions happened. The fumble was bad, okay? He was the best player on the field. He was the best player on the field that day.
I agree.
At the end of the game, he was the best player. He made more plays than anybody else, way more than Josh Allen. I just choose to be positive for these guys because they have so much negative coming from the other side. I'm always going to do that.
You realize Derrick Henry,
that's
whenever
another thing.
He has more than 85 yards, they win. He did not have 80. He didn't have 85 yards. Whenever he has more than like 15 or 16 carries, they win. He didn't have 16 carries. I don't know why they didn't pound the run. There's several things I got problems with. I got a problem with screaming out quarterback keeper for Jaden Daniels on 4th downs and then run quarterback keeper. I got a problem with that. When you got the same opportunities and situations for Lamar and you don't do that. I mean, again, Harbaugh's a great coach. I'm not going to make excuses for Lamar. He didn't have a bad game, but he, in that first half, was why things didn't work out the way it needed to.
You remember we had the last show last week, and I just said the only thing they have to do is remember, no matter how many times Buffalo stacked the box and calls no gain or negative loss, they got to keep running the ball. Lamar needed to carry the ball between 12 to 15 times, and Derrick Henry had to carry the ball between 20 and 25 times.
Agreed.
And they got away from it again, second year in a row. I don't understand how.
Yep. And Lamar threw for 254. He threw for 254 versus Josh Allen's 127. So he put up good enough yardage, but they just stopped running the ball. Lamar had 40 carries. Lamar had 40 yards on 6 carries, and Derrick Henry had 16 carries for 84 yards.
You know what? I was excited. I was excited when the game started and they got in the I formation a couple times. You remember that? I started to call you. But the start of the game, they came out with a fullback in an I formation. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Old school. We're going to do some play action. We're going to throw it to the tight end. We're going to have some one-on-one matchups on the outside. And they just went away from it. Buffalo, like we said, stacked the box. They stopped them a couple times. They stopped the run a couple times, and they just
man.
went through that whole game plan out the window.
Who you like this weekend, sir?
Sir,
listen, man. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say, man. I'm
think
going with the
Buffalo-
underdogs. I'm going with the underdogs in both games, man.
You crazy as hell. I saw a video. Who sent me the video? Somebody sent me the video with Skip Bayless. And Skip made a very good point, and I never thought about it like this. Okay? If you think the NFL, based on this last game with the Texans, okay? Based on this last game with the Texans, all the bullshit calls that the Chiefs got. If you think for a minute, I'm giving creative credit to Skip Bayless on this. If you think for a minute the NFL is going to miss that Taylor Swift money being shown at the Super Bowl, you're nuts.
Okay.
The Chiefs are absolutely going to win this football game because the NFL got too much money riding on the Chiefs and Taylor Swift being in the big game.
Question, man.
What?
You're overlooking one thing here, man.
What?
They love Josh Allen. You're
That's
overlooking
true.
one.
That's a good
You're
point.
overlooking one thing, man.
That's a good
They
point.
love Josh Allen, and he don't have one.
Hey,
He don't have one. Hey, man, everybody's overlooking that. Yes, there's a KC bias because of Taylor Swift, but Josh Allen's been terrible for several years, but he's been great to them. Let them tell it. And now he playing like he playing now? Everybody's overlooking this, man. I'm going with the dogs in both games. Buffalo and the Commanders. Both games, sir.
You going with the Commanders? I mean, we were
Commanders.
joking around with the Commanders, but you really going to go for them, going for them to win?
They're getting 6 points. That's too much in my eyes.
No, you're talking about a spread. I'm talking about winning or losing.
I'm going with the Commanders for the win, sir. I'm going with Buffalo for the win. Buffalo's getting 1.5. Buffalo's getting 1.5. I'm going with Buffalo. Commanders, as of last night, was getting 6. I'm going with Commanders.
All right, when we get back from the break, we got Arlie, the Arlie report coming up, everything going on in Hollywood. Hey, don't forget about the South Carolina State University of Atlanta alumni chapters, a Winterfest Gala. We moved it. It's actually February 1st because of the snow we had and all of that stuff. So it's February 1st. You can still get tickets, I believe, at scsuatlbulldogs.org. That's scsuatlbulldogs.org. I'm going to be in the place. It's going to be a lot of fun. It supports South Carolina State's scholarships and initiatives. Please come through, all right? We'll be back in a second. Ollie coming up next.
When you know what to do with what you got, you can do more with it. All right? So shouts out to my man Lavrell as well as the World Changers, making this thing happen and getting it done with your financial needs. All right? The World Changers help empower individuals and communities throughout financial education and implementation. Your agent, Lavrell Hawkins, has made significant strides in the financial services industry, using his expertise to guide and support others in achieving financial stability as well as success. Lavrell uses an holistic approach that addresses the mental, physical, financial, and spiritual aspects of being in a well space and place when it comes to your finances, all right? Y'all give them a call, 919-764-4626. That's 919-764-4626. The World Changes Financials and Lavrell are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. 919-764-4626. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug and Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those Two Live Stews. I am Ryan, he is Doug, and that is Arlie Michelle. Good morning, Arlie.
Good morning.
What that little dance called, Arlie?
I forgot what that was. That was prep.
That was the prep. That was the prep. I
wasn't prepping right. I gotta watch it. My prep wasn't
I used
prepping.
to be one of the best preppers of all time. They used to call me the best
You can
prepper in
dance,
the country.
Ryan?
What? Gee.
Doug, can Ryan dance?
Unmute your
Doug
phone,
is
Doug.
muted.
Doug, unmute your line, Doug. Unmute your line.
Hey, Arlie, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good. I need to know how are you?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. I got one thing I need to put out there.
Ladies first. Ladies first. Go ahead, Arlie. Ladies
Oh,
first.
no, go ahead. You have something,
No,
Arlie?
I was just gonna ask, can Ryan really dance?
Oh,
But I
no, he
wanted-
can't
you know,
dance. He
Tell
can't
it,
I didn't
Doug.
think so. What? I didn't think so.
So I'm reminded by the great KC or whoever this is. This is from Naughty. It's from Naughty. Not only do KC got Taylor Swift, now they got Caitlin Clark, man.
Yeah, it's done.
You
Now
think
white girl magic?
white girl? You really think after what you saw happen in that game against the Texans that the NFL is not going to have Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark in the Super Bowl game?
Did you watch the no show? Did you watch the no show yesterday, man?
I watched pieces of it.
No, he didn't just say white girl magic.
He want me to fight him. He want me to come through this green room and I'm gonna take a boxing class. I'm going to get
hilarious.
Maybe they could get away with just Taylor, but not Taylor and Caitlin. Are you kidding me?
They got two hands. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. The party is both of them. They got both of them.
Have you had a good week?
I've been in the house. I'm so proud of myself. It's business up here, and it's a sleepwear going on. I was coming in my pajamas, but then I didn't want Mocha Bella or Black Diamond, or any of the ladies be like, "No, you didn't come back in here with your pajamas on," because I wore them for the no show yesterday. They're cute though. There's some little Ralph Lauren leopard print. I look like a pimp though, but.
Get to your report, Ollie. Let's go. Get to your report, Ollie.
Good morning, all you Stews and Stew Nation. This is your girl, Arlie Michelle, live and direct with the Two Live Stews Experience and the Arlie Wood Report. Now, I know the fellas have already mentioned this. I know they did, but I just have a little more I need to say about the four horsemen is what I'm calling them. I don't know why I'm giving them such good credit. The four ninjas, the four whatever they are. Listen, if y'all out there in the world don't give those four dudes, and those four people I mean Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, Nelly, and Craig, that's all the boy. If y'all don't give them the same, if everybody don't give them the same energy they gave Chrisette Michelle when they made her, you couldn't even literally, she could not book your living room. Like it was bad for her. If y'all don't give them, and I'm talking about the world, the people, these people. If y'all don't get them that same energy they gave Chrisette Michelle, I know something. I'm gonna be mad. As a female, we feel some type of way about that. Because y'all bankrupted that girl. She made that $750,000 she made, I think, from Trump, and she had to live off that for a minute.
I hope she invested it well.
I hope she did. My brother did a little song with her. They were on like his boat and they were just hanging out, just cool, nothing like that. And they go in the car. You know, everybody goes straight to the comments. They make a beeline for the comments now. And they were like, I bet you're not hanging with her. And he was like, dog, y'all not gonna never let that go. I mean, they still mad, but we trying to, they didn't make excuses. Nobody made excuses for Chrisette. I don't need no excuses for these four. And Soulja Boy doubling down. Kamala, whatever you call her. She ain't give me no money. She ain't giving. Ignorant ninja. I heard this man say on something. He said, the reason they came for them, because he knew they wasn't going to matter. When we get ready to go for the revolution, them people wasn't coming no way. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. That's the big thing. We don't trust you. We know that if we trying to escape the plantation, you go tell.
You going back.
That's the type of person that just put their morals to the side to take a paycheck to support Trump.
Don't even get no paycheck. They're just gonna give them. They said Rick Ross was not the chicken. They said the chicken was good. That's how it's getting for us. They said Rick Ross had good chicken up there. He going.
That's another part that's going to be in the book one day, Doug, that chicken situation. We're not going to tell that story, but that's another part that's going to go in the book.
Yeah.
I mean,
we got a lot of stories, man.
Y'all do. Y'all need to get the right people.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all my 4 cents, because I gave 4 cents on that one. I mean that I am so disappointed in them. And Snoop don't care no way. He done jumped over. But folks gonna go drink his gin and juice. They might not do that malt liquor y'all wouldn't do. But I was on the show the other night with a guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm still got to try that gin and juice. I ain't canceling him." It's so many people gonna give him a pass. It's ridiculous. It's so many.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people gonna be drinking.
I haven't heard him respond yet to the backlash,
because his PR people are trying to come with it, because he had just made it.
Yeah. Did you see? Go ahead, Ryan.
I'm not making excuses. I am disappointed, and he's getting no more play in my ride. However, more than likely it was done because his people got pardoned. There's a story behind allegedly why and how it's happened. He's befriended Trump because Trump let his people out on a pardon. So there is some depth to the story. I'm not making excuses for him. He shouldn't have done it. But there is a little bit of depth to the story.
As everybody says, nuances.
You seen the video with what's the dude name from Ghetto Boys? Willie D. Willie, you see the interview that Nelly did with Willie D from the Ghetto Boys?
There was. Oh, it was a hot mess. He needed PR people all over him, honey.
I heard the interview, but I didn't know Willie D did it. I just saw the clips with Nelly talking.
No, the one I saw that had a 2-shot, just like we got it right now. Okay, so you haven't seen that one, man. And Nelly was just
being Nick.
Just shut up. Just the best thing is just don't say anything at all.
My bad.
Because
y'all.
all they did is just dig themselves in a deeper and deeper hole. I'm sorry, Ollie. Go ahead.
That's what he used to tell me when I had a guy friend say, hey, when you just digging out, just put the shovel down. Put the shovel down.
Put the shovel down.
He just aesthetic. And he went on like a rant about all the other presidents and what it was a president that in the 90s this. Oh, no, that wasn't him either. People didn't change. I mean, he just went on. He trying to support that little baby he didn't have. Oh, dummy. Anyway.
Oh, dummy.
Y'all, Chris Brown, bless his heart, y'all. I got a soft spot for Chris Brown. I know. But they won't let him live. He has had to file a $500 million defamation lawsuit over a history of violence documentary that is full of lies. It's the name of the documentary. Ain't they shame? So Warner Brothers and the and Ample, which is the production company, created this documentary. It's out on the investigation documentary, like that channel. And even the opening is just horrible. It's like they will not let Chris Brown live. This man is trying to escape what he did. They didn't let Rihanna go, have 2 babies. She done had other relationships with folks, all kind of stuff. They will not let Chris Brown live. He over there having sold out tours, just doing his thing over here quietly, doing his thing. He not in the world, and they are coming after him with this documentary. He said that his attorney reached out to them before it went out and explained that the lawsuit they're saying there's a young lady who's anonymous. Oh, that anonymous getting us in trouble. But anonymous in 2020 claims that he raped her. The lawsuit was dismissed. There was findings that there was no truth to her accusations. Of course, she's going to go out and file a civil suit probably at some point if she hadn't already. But criminally, there was nothing found. They send this information to Warner Brothers and to the Ample production company. They shoot it anyway. And they say at the end of the film, there's just a little note like Chris Brown denies these allegations, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't enough. So he is suing. He tired of these people coming for him and he is suing.
Okay. A lot of times it seems like in our society, we don't get second chances, like this whole thing with Vick, very comparable. Like you go on any post with Michael Vick, there's people that inevitably are going to pop in. He did this, he did that. Well, the guy did his time in jail. And go back to OJ, same situation. OJ got, found not guilty by a jury of his peers.
Yep.
Your system, your court system, freedom, what?
And that bothered them. Yeah. They were like, we're going to check. Hey.
Yep.
They system. And when we get out of your system, y'all like, hold up. We don't want you out of the system. The point was for you to stay in the system because this is free labor. I know y'all have seen all these new things popping up, particularly in Alabama and some other states where they have criminals working like fast food and they're not paying them. Like it is. The way the system works, baby, it was always intended for us to stay in it, to give us free labor, as in like slavery labor. So
that's who runs the waste management trucks around our community in Columbus, and that's who cleans the city golf courses. There's 3 city golf courses. The prisoners of the not Harris County, it's Harris County,
Muskogee,
Muskogee and Harris County. The prisoners do all those jobs. Cheap free labor.
Free labor, absolutely.
But I feel bad for Chris Brown because they won't let him live, and I'm sure that it won't be $500 million for defamation. Warner Brothers nor Ample have responded, so we'll see what happens with this lawsuit. But I hope he wins because he need to stop. People need to just let him live. He's not bothering nobody. Just let him live.
I mean, outside of a couple of things, the number one thing they talk about when you go into church is forgiveness. Outside of you, I don't even want to get into what I would have a hard time forgiving, but I mean, golly, the number one thing they talk about in church when you walk into church is forgiveness, and God forgave you. And
as I was telling somebody this a couple of days ago, there's like the scales. One sin doesn't weigh more than another. One's not more important than the other. Sin is a sin, and
that's what the Bible says.
It shouldn't tip like this. However, when it comes to pedophilia, when it comes to rape, when it comes to murder, those three things, when visibly seen by the human eye, can't be erased from the mind.
Yeah.
So that's why they tend to be a tad more detrimental than other sins and or broken laws, because there's something that once it's seen can't be unseen. And we physically saw what Rihanna looked like after the alleged situation. We saw what Puffy did. We saw what Ray Rice did. It's those visions that make this thing stick around over and over and over.
I get it. I totally get it. I just hate that. I just, you know me, here you go, my heart the size of a Volkswagen. But I hope that Chris Brown gets some kind of just a reprieve, because he's young. Y'all gonna do this to me? I mean, is it gonna be like, OJ, until my death, y'all just gonna keep on coming at me with stuff? I guess so. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we'll keep an eye out on this lawsuit and see what happens if they settle out of court, if they take the, hopefully he can get the what's out there in the world now, but hope he can get it pulled. We'll see. Another one of our beautiful black men, ASAP Rocky, is on trial for 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. Now, the charges stem from an alleged incident in 2021 when Rocky is accused of firing a gun at his childhood friend, Terrell Ephraim, who also is known as an ASAP Rally. And I forgot what the ASAP stood for. I'm sure somebody gonna look it up and tell me. But
as soon as possible.
Right. Well, it ain't that, because they got a $sign in it, and it means something with their little group. It's like a whole group of them. It's a lot of them. ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Rally, ASAP Lukey Leaky, ASAP Mickey Meek, ASAP Wop Wop, all of them. So he got a plea deal on the 21st. They were like, we're going to just let you plea out. We'll give you 180 days in jail, 3 years on probation, and a 7-year suspended sentence. This ninja says, no, I'm going to trial. I'm going to jail with a jury of my peers. So he is set to go to court this week.
Always strive and prosper. Always strive and prosper.
Yep. I knew it was something. And they got the little thing, because I love that song. And my problem. It can't say none of it on this section. But anyway, so if he rejected the plea deal, which we all talked about, y'all better take some of these deals, and if they're not that bad, that's 180 days in prison. It's 186 months. Okay, go ahead. So anyway, he rejected the plea deal, and he's going to, if he loses, he could spend up to 24 years in prison.
Wow.
That's not good.
That's not good. You should. That's why they always say you should take a plea. If you can get a plea.
So cop the plea. So cop the plea.
Yep. Yeah. He is saying that it wasn't him. His lawyers are saying that it was a prop gun. That's what, and not a semi-automatic firearm.
It was a what? A what?
A prop gun.
Play gun. So that's what the defense is. Now they're going in. They're saying that that Ephraim, who ASAP Rally, fabricated the story to receive a payout. He is also he filed a civil suit in 2022. I'm not sure what the deal is, but that was during the pandemic. So a lot of that stuff is now coming up for coming to court because of all the pandemic stuff that happened, and now with all this snow, ain't nobody going to court. So he pleaded not guilty, and we're gonna see if ASAP Rocky 24 years, or if he should have taken that 180. I bet the reason he didn't take it was the probation, because anytime you get on probation, it feel like you're gonna just be coming back.
Right. You gotta stay in the house when you're on probation.
Yes, you have to stay in the house or stay out of trouble. And he and Rihanna be in them streets, and they having a good time. Plus, he has a liquor brand. I don't know if that would have something to do with it. What is it called? Mercy Plus something. He has a dark liquor. Have y'all tried it?
I have not tried it.
No.
Yes, it's in a pretty bottle. Prince and Mercer, I think it is. I think that's the streets he grew up on or something at Prince and Mercer. Maybe that's the reason for the name. But it's in a real pretty bottle, and it does really well. He got his own little thing going.
Speaking of liquor and candy flavored stuff, I opened up a bottle of that Crown Royal XR.
Wow, you've had that for years, man.
I've had it for years, and I mean it was fermented for many years before we got it. But anyway, it's a top shelf Crown Royal, and I popped it open, and it was like the nectar from the gods.
Yeah.
It was sweet. It was great. I didn't need nothing. And I woke up the next morning. I drank a lot of it. I woke up the next morning and I was fine.
I may pull up on you and taste some of that, man.
Right,
I drank mine a week after they gave it to us.
He already drank it all. Shout out
Oh,
to
we did.
everybody out there. Y'all, we forgot. I just done came in with my mad stuff. I forgot about birthdays altogether. But shout out to the people who had birthdays. A few of them were Anita Baker, 67, Mark Nelson of As Yet, 54, Margaret Avery, Suge Avery, actress Stacey Dash. She not in the black delegation no more, but we showing that. And Questlove turns 54.
Shout out Questlove. Happy birthday,
out.
Pleb. Thank you,
Y'all
Ollie.
have a great weekend.
Thank you,
Tell them about the
Ollie.
no-show before you go, Ollie. Tell them about the
Oh, yeah.
no-show.
Shout out to me and Nadi for not killing each other, but it comes on Wednesdays. Come see us not kill one another at the no show at 7 p.m.
Yesterday was tough. It was tough.
It was
Appreciate you, Ollie. That's the no-show. 7 o'clock every single Wednesday. Up next in the doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews on the Two Live Stews Experience, the Naughty Dread with his 4 stories that the Stews haven't covered.
We
Y'all
call it
keep locked.
we call it the Funky Four.
Yeah, man. Okay. Okay, man. Funky 4. Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug and Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and the Two Live Stews Experience, joined by the Naughty Dread. What up, Dread?
What's happening, man?
The also controversial one. What happened with you and let's start here. What happened with you and Ollie yesterday, man?
Oh, we had a great show, man. We had a great show. I just had to, I had to call a spade like I normally do,
What particularly was that?
I think, Arlie might have got a little riled up because I questioned the whereabouts of one Michelle Obama. She just left Barack out there hanging by herself, man.
So you
Hey,
think
the man looking like a simp.
So you think that she should have came and support him, even though it would have been
gotta
very
stand by your man at all times. That we look at a lot of black people look at the Obama and Michelle as black royalty.
right.
And I think that a lot of people would be, psychologically in shambles if they were to part ways of the split, So it was just
Ain't
a
no
bad
split,
look.
Ain't no problem in
But-
their family.
right.
Ain't no
I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying the aesthetic.
down, and if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And she stood on business like she said she was going to.
Yeah,
She
nah,
said she
yeah,
was
that's a
coming,
problem.
but she ain't
That's-
coming.
Let me say this. She
Right, that's
she
a problem we
did, she
got with
didn't
our black sisters.
she
Standing on
didn't-
business.
she didn't go not to stand by Obama. She went not to support punk ass Trump.
What about the funeral of Jimmy
Difference.
Carter? They ain't got nothing to do with Trump. That's honoring Jimmy Carter. She wasn't there
Yes.
by Obama's side then either.
Somebody I read somewhere, I don't know exactly. I can look it up here while you're talking, but somebody said that she had something else prior she had to do, or something like that.
Ain't that
Why
supposed
would
to
she?
be
Why
more
would she?
important
Why
than
would
being
she
with
not?
the
Why
man?
would she not go to Jimmy Carter's funeral if she could?
I'm asking you. You tell me.
Hmm.
What's more important than standing by your man?
Okay.
I don't know. That's just me though. I mean, everybody got their own.
It's just
You
you.
know,
It's
right,
just
right.
you.
Well, it ain't just me, but a lot of people would agree with me, and some people would agree that black women should stand on business, but all them white women with their man.
It's just on you.
Bill
in this
Clinton got his
situation,
penis sucked in the White House in front of the public, and Hillary still riding with him.
though. It got
That's
nothing
what
to
I'm
do
talking
with
about.
nothing when it comes to
Loyalty.
Obama.
Loyalty.
Mr. Obama kept his penis in his pants. Ain't got nothing to do with them.
And still ain't got his broad with him.
Right.
That's
yeah,
just
no.
terrible.
She has someplace else to be. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, go ahead, Nadi. Get to your stories, man.
Rest in peace to the great Bob Uecker, man. You remember him from the movies Major League. And he was man, hell of a career. Brewers play-by-play man for 54 years. He also was a catcher for the Milwaukee Braves, and then he ended his career with the Atlanta Braves. Hall of Famer as a broadcaster in 2003. And he's also a WWE Hall of Famer in the celebrity wing class of 2010. If you, I don't know if you watch wrestling, or you probably don't, but back in the day when Hulk Hogan fought Andre the Giant, there was this clip where he interviewed Andre the Giant, and Andre the Giant grabbed him by the neck, and it's just been something in wrestling lore for years and years. So rest in peace to the great Bob Uecker, man. Who is the best play-by-play man in any sport that you all have listened to?
Rest in peace, Bob Uecker, man. Was very funny dude.
Known for the commercials
and humor. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
My favorite play-by-play guy of all time, Keith Jackson.
That's a good one.
Keith Jackson. I'm kind of fond of the brother that calls games today. What's his name? He calls college games.
Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson. Gus
Yep.
Johnson is good, man. Gus Johnson is good.
What's the dude that wore the toupee that used to bite women allegedly?
Marv Albert.
Marv Albert.
Marv Albert's one of mine.
And Marv Albert is good too. There's a lot of great. When you get to that level, man, you are the best of the best. You know, so there's a lot. There's a lot of guys.
Story number 2, Dre. What's the next player?
Man, I'm gonna go ahead with this Jimmy Butler situation. So he got suspended last week, but now he's getting suspended again. This was yesterday after missing a team flight to head to Milwaukee, which Miami played the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. Jimmy Butler wilding, man.
So
you got definite diva ways for real.
I hate to step on your toes, Dred. But I just think there's got to be some type of honor code when you're making that kind of money. When you're making that kind of money, you can't miss the plane. If you got a beef with the organization when you're making that kind of money, I mean, when you got 7 digits on every check, you got to be there when you got. I get the professional aspect of this thing, and him trying to force a trade, but at some point you got to be held accountable for your actions, man.
But you gotta look at it, man. The day is a different day and time. You got ninjas on the sideline reading inspirational help books.
Yeah,
man.
but he's not being a distraction to the team.
During the middle of the game.
One guy's reading the book to not be a distraction in the team, and this guy is not reading the book, making $50 million and being a total distraction to the team. I'd rather Jimmy Butler, go ahead and find you a good book, man, and keep the team in order.
Right.
It's wild. And he's gonna get his way. It makes no sense for them not to trade him. He's gonna get his way. I just wish they would go, but they've been just a little bit better, man.
Pat Riley seems like a person that's very spiteful. He might trade Jimmy Butler, but he's not gonna trade Jimmy Butler where he want to go. He probably gonna send him to the Washington Wizards.
Well, it's gonna be a best package situation, and if the best package comes from the Wizards, then that's who will get him. But they're gonna get a first rounder and some for Jimmy Butler. Somebody go pay some of that salary too.
Right. Well, we'll see what's going on with that. We got some NFL coaching hires. Ben Johnson got hired by the Chicago Bears. He took that head coaching position. We knew that he was gonna get hired. He was the offensive coordinator for your Detroit Lions. And your defensive coordinator, he took a job with the Jets. Congratulations to Aaron Glenn for getting that job.
This guy looks so much like our homeboy Denario to me.
You do
Don't you think so? Don't you think so? And I got a chapter, bro. He looked like. Shouts out to him. Johnson, dead man walking. I think that Bears organization is just so bad. Well, I don't think anybody's going to help them be a successful team anytime soon, man.
But a team that's had success in the past will have success again. And they are a successful franchise. That's one of the
30 years ago?
Franchises. Okay, yeah, I mean, everybody know about the 85 Bears. Everybody know about the
40 years ago.
Everybody know about the 72 Dolphins. There's certain teams that everybody knows about. Everybody knows about Ray Lewis and them, right, man?
The 85 Bears was 40 years ago, man. I just did the math with my fingers.
But Chicago did go to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman and Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs and those guys.
McMahon wasn't a good quarterback at all, but everybody knows his name. Why? He was the Chicago Bears quarterback.
That was 40 years ago. That was 40 years ago, exactly.
I understand.
So my question, that was okay. Who would make the playoffs first between those two, and who would be the first coach of those two to get fired?
Johnson's definitely gonna be the first one fired because that's just their culture around there. I hope the brother works out at the Jets, but I've never seen a successful. I see the Jets have been good maybe 2 or 3 years in my entire life. I'm 55 years old.
You're about to say you've never seen a successful defensive head coach, weren't you?
No. I was going to say I've never seen a successful Jets team.
Okay.
Like the years when Rex Ryan was the coach, they won a couple of years, but for the most part, my entire 55 years, the Jets have sucked. Now, I was born in 69. I think they won the Super Bowl in 69, maybe 68.
Flip this thing over and get the other side of the pancake. This is tremendous loss for the Detroit Lions. The last 4 years, Aaron Glenn has been the coordinator. The last 2 or 3 years, Ben Johnson's been the coordinator. Hopefully, there was a coach underneath them in the meeting room with them that can take the baton and move forward with it. But this is a big loss to the Detroit Lions and their franchise, coming off the last 2-3 years they've had. Yeah,
and also consider this. I mean, Ben Johnson, really, a lot of people think Chicago Bears was the best job available, considering they got a first round pick quarterback last year in Caleb Williams. They got the weapons on offense, and the defense was pretty good. So, I mean, if he's any decent of a head coach, they should be able to win a few extra games.
I think he'll do okay because of the offensive pieces that they have, and he is an offensive-minded coach. However, Jaden Daniels is hands down the rookie of the year and the best quarterback that was in that draft last year.
And what is Aaron Glenn gonna do with his quarterback situation?
If I was him, I would keep Aaron Rodgers and try to get somebody in the draft, maybe Milrose or trade up and try to get one of them stars, Cam Waters-Shedeur. But I would definitely keep Aaron Rodgers because it's not on his watch that Aaron Rodgers came in there. And Aaron Rodgers did play pretty decent towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is a boss figure. You might have to let him ride. But anyway, let's consider the boss figure. Let's look at this Ichiro. He's going into the Hall of Fame. Now, he was like 1 vote away from being unanimous. Some idiot writer decided not to vote for Ichiro. I don't.
They should lose their right to vote. They should lose their right to vote.
Right. I agree.
Ichiro's a bad boy, man.
Man, I'm just going to read some of his accolades. I mean, a 311 all-time hitter, over 3,000 hits. That's just in America. He got over 1,200 hits in Japan. He won the Rookie of the Year. He won the Rookie of the Year and the MVP in 2001 for the American League in the same year. 10-time All-Star, 10-time Gold Glove, 2-time batting champion, and he holds the Major League Baseball record for hits in the season in 2004 when he got 262 hits in the season. It's only 162 games. Right. He got 262 hits in 1 year.
Right.
Ichiro.
And some idiot decided that he wasn't first ballot Hall of Fame.
They should take that guy vote. They should take that guy vote. For real. Seriously.
He's a bad boy, man.
Yeah.
The best hitter y'all ever seen in baseball?
Tony Gwynn. Well, I mean, if you're talking all around, Barry Bonds, but just hitter, get on base.
Right.
And I'm sure Tony Gwynn got, a real high on base percentage.
Oh, yeah.
I would say Tony Gwynn probably.
I would have to say Ichiro, man. He got on base every time he was at the plate.
Damn,
maybe Ichiro is right behind Tony Gwynn, but yeah. Phenomenal hitter.
Was that story 3 or 4, Dredd?
That was 4, man. That was my funky 4, man. I hope y'all have a good weekend. And if you didn't see the no-show from yesterday, make sure you check it out. You're going to hear, a lot of real takes from me. You might agree, you might disagree. But, hey, that's what we're here for, to just give you information.
And Nadi, I love y'all show open when the little give the history behind the egg, the hatching egg on y'all show open.
The bird is supposed to represent the 2 live stews, and then from the 2 live stews comes Arlie and Nadi those are the eggs, and the eggs cracked, and now you got the no-show. So it all ties the Two Live Stews experience to the no-show.
He be thinking, man.
I love it.
Right,
I knew that. I just want you to.
Complete idiot.
I knew that. I just wanted you to tell the listeners that. That was great. All right, now appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you,
man. Let's see. Do we have time to get into this top 5 thing? Is that what we want to do? Y'all sure y'all even want to take time to do that?
The last 48 right
Let's
now?
do last 48. We'll do top 5 next week. All right. No.
Wait, hold on. If
you're watching.
If it's top 5 time, it's top 5 time. It's not. No, we're not gonna do no top 5. What's it? 8-12. 8-18. We got plenty of time to do this top 5.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. You have plenty of time. This is the time to do the top 5, not the last 48. You're too long-winded.
Y'all know I stole this cup from Pizza Hut, right? Remember Pizza Hut has these cups?
The big ones in Monk's Corner.
Right.
Last few weeks, the tide has been changed, and it's time for us to get into that top 5.
The last few weeks, the tide has been changed. It's time to get to top 5.
And what made this top 5 so unique, for the first time in Two Live Stews experience history, we weren't doing a show on Monday, but we still put a top 5 out in the hemisphere for the dogs and poodles to vote. And boy, did they vote.
I think it's
Let's
the
go ahead and put
atmosphere,
it.
not the
Who's
hemisphere.
supposed to top 5? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
The category was top 5 activist athletes of all times.
This cat is some kind of
meaning
new school activist.
meaning they did something for the cause.
Right.
They had actions for the cause. Tommy Smith and John Carlos in the Olympics throwing up the black fist, to bring awareness to what's going on with our people. Kaepernick, obviously, Kaepernick basically gave up his life for us through the Black Lives Matter era and police brutality. Bill Russell.
Not his life. His career, yes. Not his life. Not his life.
His life. His life is his career. The man didn't play football anymore. Anyway,
his livelihood.
Bill Russell,
his livelihood,
very strong.
not his life.
Bill Russell, very strong on civil rights. Go back to my list. And Jackie Robinson, number 2, first man to break the color barrier in baseball. Very significant. Led to a lot of other things that helped the community ultimately. And number 1, Muhammad Ali, the most outspoken activist, civil rights athlete in the history of civil rights activist athletes.
Yeah,
that's my list.
I think Kaepernick was probably a little bit too new school when there's so many people that have done so many great things. And I think you didn't think deep enough on that one. Arthur Ashe at 5, Jackie Robinson, the great Jim Brown, the great Bill Russell, and Muhammad Ali. Just pillars in the community. Just when it comes to equality and forcing change, just 5 just amazing.
Just show the results, Tree, so we can move on from this. We got a lot of stuff to do.
71% of the vote, man. I'm crushing you. What's the total now? What's the total now, Tree?
I just think the people missed the mark on this one.
No, man.
I don't think they
a landslide. A landslide.
Another landslide, back to back.
What happened?
I don't know.
And he's had a real potty mouth this week today.
I don't know.
You have been showing your hind parts. The total, the score now is Douglas 6, Ryan Stewart 5.
No, 6-4.
No, it's got to be 6-6. I got to be even.
No, you're not even. You're definitely not even.
I had the score in the banners, and this morning there was all this gibberish in there, but my scores were gone. So
6-4. We'll review the last show and come up with the accurate total. I think it's 6-4, not 6-5.
We're not going to toss these records out. I mean, I've won like the last 3. I'm going strong right now.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Last 48. Or are we going to hold to the next segment?
Hold to the next segment. We're way too long-winded. So as this football starts to slow down, man.
Before we get to that, don't you think we should talk a little bit about Ohio State winning the national championship?
I agree 100%, man.
SOB stole a national championship from the Miami Hurricanes in 2003, them and the refs, and now they get another one. First one they've had in the last 10 years. They dominated. Notre Dame made this thing a game at the very end.
They made it the game at the very end, but it was a total domination, sir.
It was a total different class of athlete that Ohio State is running with than Notre Dame is right now.
I didn't bet on this game. They ran the ball effectively and efficiently, however they wanted to. Defensively, you saw a team that had 5 or 6 star players on the field, and for Notre Dame, they've only got 1. The running back didn't get off on Notre Dame like everyone thought he would. Both of the quarterbacks played well. Now people are saying that Ohio State purchased this championship. I don't give a damn. Other people better spend some more money.
Yeah, you better.
That's part of it now.
Yeah, college football, you better get your weight up.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
That's not even a part of the equation anymore. That's not a variable anymore. Everybody can pay their players or whatever. They got it.
All the Go Blue people that love Michigan and Paul Feinbaum, all them cats, Ohio, that's just the best that money could buy. Then you better pay up. Y'all need to pay up more.
Yeah, if you want to compete, you better pay up. It's as simple as that. You better pay what you owe.
Right.
You better pay what you owe.
I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Pay up.
I don't want to hear it. Yep. All right. When we get back, we got
last 48, sir.
Last 48.
Yeah. Y'all better pay up. You got Arizona States and Boise States and Indiana's playing ball. Y'all better pay up and stop playing around.
Yeah. All right. Don't go away. Two Live Stews. Stay right here. Don't go away.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
Welcome back to you boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. I am Ryan, and he is, Doug. This is your Two Live Stews experience.
I went to Nashville this past weekend. We got last 48 coming up.
My kids might as well just go ahead and get their GEDs. They home again on a Thursday. What the hell they doing home on a Thursday morning? Mason about to play video games.
Went to Nashville. Your niece had her second indoor track meet of the year.
How'd she do?
They were at Vanderbilt. They had, I think they had 60 total runners for the 60 hurdle.
Vanderbilt's a nice school.
Oh my gosh, they got facilities up their ass. You know, a lot of money at Vanderbilt.
It's a nice school.
They had like 30 schools there, and they had like 60 runners in the 60-meter hurdles, and Kara came in like 31st.
Wow.
Bunch of D1 schools. You know, the university.
That's good. That's good. That's decent.
Yeah. I mean, her second race of the year, she don't like indoor. I'm not trying to make an excuse for her. She don't like indoor, but she really gets better as the year progresses.
You go 85 south to what? 65 or 10?
85 south. Are you on drugs?
Nashville.
75 north. Nashville.
75 north. Oh, my bad. 75 north. Okay, man. Let me know when you the next one you catch, man. I'll road trip with you, man. Mm-hmm. Or if you're flying, let me know so I can cop a flight. I want to see her run too, man.
Yeah, it's 4 hours. It's such a blessing she at Tennessee State now and not Prairie View.
It's a whole different world, man. You could do a turn and burn if you need to go through a run.
That's what I did. I did a turn and burn. Yeah. Went up there. She ran her one race. I literally drove 8 hours to see her run 12 seconds. Or not
I'll
12
ride with
seconds,
you, man.
6 seconds.
I would love to ride with you, man.
Yeah.
Let me know. I would love to. You ready to do this last 48, man?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Roll out, Tree.
They're pretty good today. I'm kind of excited, actually.
Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours.
You know you got to stop, right, man?
Stop what?
You know you got to stop what you're doing, right?
You talking about the meme?
This whole apologist thing you got going on for Lamar Jackson, man, it's got to stop, man. You know?
So we kind of double played this one because we talked about this earlier.
It's okay.
I put out another meme that basically said the same thing.
Yeah, just to bring it up in another part of the show. It's okay. I get it, Doug.
Yeah. Just remember, he keeping receipts on all y'all ninjas that dragging him under the bus.
I love this.
First 7 NFL seasons, Peyton Manning, multi-time MVP. By the way, Lamar's about to win his third. 3-5 in the playoffs, same exact record.
How hurt would you be if he doesn't win his third, man? How hurt would you be, man?
I wouldn't be. I mean, it don't affect me. I would be mad. I think that it would be wrong. Absolutely. You don't think that he should win the third MVP?
I definitely think it should be his MVP.
Yeah, I think he's going to win it.
All right.
He already won the first team All-Pro, and that's an indicator. That's a definite indicator to who wins the MVP. All right, next one, Tree. God, this young man right here, boy.
Yeah, I love him, man.
We've already talked about him a little bit, but this is a tweet from Jaden Daniels in 2014. One day you guys going to hear my name everywhere.
You got to profess it. You got to put it out there. You better tell the world.
You better claim it, boy.
You better claim it. You better tell them. You better tell them. I mean, you always better tell them. You better believe in yourself.
Yeah. Go back to the accolades one more time, Tree.
Thank you, Truck D. Appreciate you, Truck D.
Go back to it one more time. Since then, 2023 Heisman Trophy winner, number 2 pick in the draft, led Commanders to NFC Championship for the first time in 33 years.
I'm going to buy a jersey.
2-0 in the NFL playoff starts. Rookie of the year, front runner. Oh, yeah, he's going to win the Rookie of the Year.
I'm going to buy a jersey. Guess who's got $100?
Look at God.
Guess who's got $100 on him winning the Rookie of the Year?
So listen.
Take a guess. I'm giving you one guess. You only get one guess. Guess who's got $100 on him for winning Rookie of the Year?
You.
Plus 800 odds.
Wow.
Yep.
You made that bet early in the year, like when the season started.
I put 100 on him and 100 on Bo Nix.
Wow, that's quality, sir.
It typically goes to the quarterback, the best rookie quarterback.
So we mentioned this a little bit in the last show we did, but you do realize that at least 2.5 of the quarterbacks in the championship games are brothers, right? You do realize that.
Josh Allen messed it up. He messed up the whole.
Right. It would have been all brothers in the championship games if Lamar could have won.
Again, that's what I'm telling you, man. You gotta be careful with this KC Buffalo game. Be careful, man. The way Josh Allen's playing, the decisions he's making, them people with him, man.
That doesn't overpower Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark being on TV for 4 hours. No way, Jack. All right, next one, Tree. And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. So now I'm really about to start getting into basketball. The greatest ball handlers in NBA history. You got 5 tiers. First tier, AI and Kyrie.
Yep.
Absolutely agree with that. Tier 2, you got Steph, Isaiah Thomas, and I forget dude name. He does a lot of TV now. Nadi can fill
Atlanta.
us.
He's
Yeah.
playing in Atlanta.
Damn.
Not Karan Butler. That's
Nadi, jump on for a second, Nadi. Here we go. We'll add him to the stage.
What up, player?
Yeah, who's that third guy? I should have.
On the third list?
On the second tier.
Oh, that's Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah,
for the
Seattle's finest.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Dread.
So Jamal Crawford, that's kind of high. He had kind of like he had a great career in relative terms.
He had a wicked handle, man.
He had a wicked handle, but I don't think I would say his handle is better than White Chocolate in tier 3. I think I would move White Chocolate up a tier.
Okay,
and I'm fine with that.
I'm proud of you for that. I like White Chocolate being up a tier also. I'm proud of you for that. That's good.
I think White Chocolate should be up a tier. I'm not sure about Jamal Crawford being in the second tier.
You probably could put Steph Curry on that tier 1 also.
Steph got handles, man. You're right.
Steph got handles.
But everything else is pretty accurate. Man, they got Marbury. You got a Marbury site in the tier 4, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant got handles like that? I know he can handle a ball, but I never really
like
thought of him as no dribbling guy.
And he like 7'4", man. It's freakish what he do with the ball, man.
Yeah, you should be able to pick his pocket every time. Damn giraffe.
Yeah, man, Wembanyama, I don't understand how they can control the ball like that as high up as they are.
Right.
And
Muggsy Bogues will run up under the dribble every time and make a steal.
No, they can they protect the ball while they dribble it, man. It's amazing. That's why they're so damn good.
Okay, next one, Trey.
Hey, man, and you mentioned basketball real quick before Tree plays this next one. You mentioned basketball. Wembanyama is on a record to be the most dominant basketball player in the history of the game ever. With what he does.
His trajectory.
And how he does it. He shoots threes. He got a post game. He shoots free throws. He passed the ball. He bring the ball up. I mean, he is a freak, man. And
So
SGA has changed the game. He can get a shot off from wherever he wants. So you're about to get into basketball. One more thing. The Knicks are balling too.
Oh my gosh, here you go.
But Wembanyama, keep an eye on him.
If you're new to the show,
54 last night, and the Knicks are balling.
If you're new to the show, Ryan's a Knicks fan.
If I could, I Tim Hardaway, where he at on this list?
They got him on there. He on the second tier, second or third tier.
Okay, I ain't see him on there. I just want to make sure
this picture wasn't that good. Yeah, they go in the third tier. Third tier, right by Chris Paul, between him and White Chocolate.
I didn't realize that was him. Okay.
Yeah.
Good call, Dredd.
All right. Last one, Tree. Is
it the fourth?
Oh, we got two more. We got two more.
Yep, we got two more. It's tough, man.
This is very easy. This is very easy to me.
You gonna say Adrian Peterson?
No.
Who you saying, man?
I mean, it's just my preference, right? I mean, you say that like you're about to be offended.
No, who you saying, man?
I'm taking out LT, LaDainian Tomlinson.
What?
Yeah. Adrian Peterson is just too big, too strong, and too fast. I'm not taking him out. It's between Adrian Peterson and Tomlinson.
Hey, man, do you not remember LT in Madden, man? He was unstoppable.
Yeah, he was dope. But I mean, out of those four guys, it's definitely between Tomlinson and Peterson. And I just think Peterson is just too big, too fast, too strong, too good to take out. Who you taking out? You taking out?
I think I would have to take out Adrian Peterson because he was so straight line. All those other guys were shifty, man, and they can lower their shoulders.
That's true. I changed my pick. I changed my pick.
Peterson was straight line, man. You didn't get you got 2,000 yards, yes, but you got 2,000 yards of abuse. You didn't get 2,000 yards of luxury sedan. I mean,
yeah, I think I'm changing my vote. Yeah, I agree with you. And last meme, the last 48.
Hey, man, real quick. Tree, take it down for a second, real quick, man. Real quick. It means a lot to a little brother when his big brother does something like what you just did, man. Thank you.
What'd I just do?
Back me up and change your pick because of my thoughts, man, and my expertise. I mean, I'm a sports expert, man, and I'm a former pro, and it's as a little brother, man, it's a big deal when the big brother does what you just did, man.
Hey, I didn't know that meant so much to you. I'll do it more often, man.
Thank
All
you,
right, last one, Tree, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. We talked at the top of the show about Vick and Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels and the clip Bobby Bowden says gonna be a bunch of Vicks running around the league.
This ninja's on fire, man.
Vick not only got named the new head coach of the Norfolk State Spartans a couple weeks ago, he got inducted into the college football, or he's going to get inducted into the 2025 College Football Hall of Fame team.
It's amazing, man.
Guys, he's literally a game changer, man. Yep. Now, we didn't talk about this. I did a video about this. Yeah, the video I did, and Bobby Bowden came in and talked about Vick being the game changer. Do you understand my point about why I say Vick is the precedent? He's the reason, or he's the blueprint for these guys today, talking about dual threat quarterbacks and not Randall Cunningham.
Randall wasn't rushing for no 1,000 yards, man.
Right. There was a lot of different reasons why I say that these kids today take their game from Vick and not Randall. No disrespect to Randall. Thank you, Tree. You can put that down. They weren't calling design run plays for Randall Cunningham.
I
mean,
agree.
outside of a quarterback sneak.
No, his runs were okay. I'm breaking the pocket.
Right.
It's man to man. DB's got the backs turned. Linebackers are down the field. I'm going for it. His running was forward progression of the ball.
Right.
It wasn't quarterback waggles, quarterback keepers. It wasn't none of that.
They weren't running no what's that new stuff they call when you got an option?
RPO.
They weren't running no RPOs.
Right.
They weren't running no options. What was that offense called when Vick was with the Falcons? Was it the Wildcat? They called it the Wildcat?
Nope, that was
did they call it the Wildcat when Vick was here? Or what'd they call it? They call it something else similar.
We ran
to
a Wildcat at one point in time, but that wasn't what it was called with Vick. Not the pistol. I'll think of it in a second.
Yeah. So I just think it's different. No disrespect to Randall Cunningham. Vick, part of his repertoire was running the football. And I think Cam Newton, Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, they all kind of take a page from his book, as far as incorporating that. That's part of what they do. Right. Randall could do it if he had to, but I don't think that his game was built on running the football and being a dual threat quarterback.
I was very disappointed in Dan Campbell, man. Every single fourth down, I would say he's keeping it and running around the corner. He's keeping it and he's running around the corner. They motion a guy and he roll out, fake the hand up, and just hold the ball. I'd be like, the quarterback's got it. I kept screaming that the whole day. He's going to keep that one.
Yeah.
And they couldn't stop it, man.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't stop it. So, oh, boy, that Jaden Daniels, boy, he's special. He's special.
Yeah. Yeah, so going to be very, very interesting this weekend. You are on the record and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. You're on the record.
I'm on the record, man.
You like the underdogs.
I like the dogs. I like both dogs.
I'm gonna get a mortgage, and from the money, I'm gonna put it on the Kansas City Chiefs to win by 2 touchdowns. It's not even gonna be close.
Wow.
The ref's not even going to take a chance that this thing is close or something crazy happen. So they're going to make sure that the Chiefs have a nice little cushion between them and the Buffalo Bills.
You think the powers that be would prefer the Chiefs winning 3 in a row versus Josh Allen getting 1?
I'm not joking when I say this. I believe the powers that be would rather be able to show Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark for 4 hours than they would with Josh Smith winning a Super Bowl.
All right, for the record, and it's just me and you talking. Nobody else paying attention. Y'all sure Caitlin gonna be there?
She was at the last 2 games.
If Caitlin's there, it's gonna be too much.
Thank you. That's too much.
If Caitlin's there, it's gonna be too much.
Come on, man. That's money. Yeah. That's revenue. That's revenue. Caitlin Clark.
You can't get more Lily White than
Let me ask you this. Do you think that she signed some type of under-the-table sponsorship deal with the league where she has to show up to get some type of check?
It could be some type of sponsorship situation going on, man.
Some type of under-the-table deal that we don't even know about.
The numbers have shown what the ratings are when she's at a game and they show her, man. The numbers have shown it. It is another market for the league. It's another demographic paying attention if they think they're going to get a chance to watch her or see her, just to see her. Like Michael Jackson, man. Them kids was passing out like Michael Jackson.
So Taylor Swift is kind of a big thing, huh?
Oh, she's freaking huge.
Bigger than Beyonce?
I
would think so because there's more, in this country at least.
Yeah, and she makes the bulk of her money internationally too, man.
Arlie, let's get Arlie in for a second. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
Arlie does this stuff.
Arlie, who's a bigger star? Taylor Swift or Beyonce? In your opinion?
Sadly, Taylor Swift. You want my opinion or you want what the world said? My opinion is Beyonce is bigger because I like her better. But
no, what the world says.
The world says it's Taylor Swift, in part because she's won the best album so many times. she and Beyonce have been in the same category multiple times. People feel her tour was larger. I think she might have made like 56 billion and Beyonce made 54 billion. Like it was
billion with a B.
Yeah, they made billions in their tour.
Again, man,
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you too.
Their calendar is booked out, and they're doing 3 or 4 shows a week internationally, man.
And the tickets are like $500. They're ridiculous. Right. Ridiculous. Right. Resale. Yeah. And then they said that Taylor gave each of her, like the truck drivers, because like hundreds of them and all those people, like these $100,000 each, or it might have been more than that. I don't remember the exact number, for, you know, being a part of the tour and helping. Like, that was a bonus on top of what she already paid them.
Wow.
So I'm trying to get on tour with Taylor. She needs dancing.
Thank you, Ollie.
I'm sorry, Ollie. I think I cut you off at the very end. My bad. Yeah, man. This is just too much. It's just too much advertising dollars that's on the table if Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark show up to the game, man. Wow. It's just too much. So sad to say, that's the world we live in, though, man. For real.
You like both favorites?
Yeah. No. I'm gonna tell you. Commanders, Eagles, because Jalen isn't playing that great.
And he got banged up last week too, running that ball, man. Jalen Hurts is kind
of twisted his knee.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, subscribe to the Two Live Stews. All right, our preferred platform. Get it out, Dougie. Our preferred platform is YouTube. Two Live Stews, YouTube.com. Two Live Stews, YouTube.com. Do us a favor and hit the little like button. We only got 6 likes, so y'all be forgetting about the likes.
Hey, man.
That helps in the algorithm, we think.
A P1 listener hit me up on the Two Live Chat Facebook and basically said, man, I would love for you guys to get back on. And this was this past weekend, man.
He didn't even know.
He didn't. It's been a year, man, and he had no idea that we're back.
It's a slow process, but we get there.
It's very important that y'all pass the word and tell folks, man.
It's very important. Matter of fact, we love and appreciate the donations.
Yes.
Which we got to have a donation show one day next week. We love and appreciate the donations. Something that would help almost as much is if you hit the share button.
Yes, please.
And I mean after the fact too. If you're watching the replay, hit the share button, please. And we would really, really appreciate it.
We're going to get to your chat up next with Tree. And then we're going to get out of here, man.
Go read your chat. Congrats to Ryan on his landslide win.
Thank you, guys.
Who wrote that?
Thank you all so much. Thank
you
all so
much.
That?
Tree, you wrote that?
Somebody in the chat. Thank y'all so much, man. I'm working, y'all. I'm working hard.
I'm working.
Y'all bring
hard.
Shut up. Shut up. Y'all bring out the best in me, dogs and poodles.
You remember that little wingy ass boy that was on Martin? Martin thought it was his son.
Yeah.
You remember when Martin found out the kid was lying? The kid was like, "I'm sorry, Martin. I didn't mean to hurt you."
It's a great show. It's a great show.
I'm sorry, Ryan. You're not the best.
Y'all keep it locked to your boys, man. Up next, we'll reach the chat. Two Live Stews experience.
Oh, boy. That killed me.
Nothing like that 2-minute trespass with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, and the Two Live Stews experience. Thank y'all for being here. Good morning.
These young people don't know nothing but that New Jack Swing, shawty. And New Jack Swing, Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley was a beast.
Guy.
Yep.
They had a little run, man.
Thank you, Black Diamond. Hey, that New Jack era.
Black Street. Yeah.
So cool. Thank you, Mason.
Yeah. What's up, nephew?
Kids need to go ahead and get their GEDs.
What's up, nephew? You saw the picture I took Auntie Mimi to lunch a couple days ago.
My wife got off the phone and I was listening. And I said, I think she about to tell me they're not going to school tomorrow. I'm going to play it cool. Hey, Ryan, just play it cool. Just play it cool. I wanted to lose it. Right? You ain't going back to school. So
what could you do? You can't send the kids to school and there's no school.
So she said, hey, I'm not sure if you heard.
So
I said, heard what?
Let me ask you this.
Yes. Damn, it hurts. It hurts.
When they don't go to school because of weather or something like that, do they have school online?
No. Some schools are doing that, but we don't.
Oh, I would think that in this era after COVID, post-COVID, with the advancement in Zoom and virtual meetings, that they would have school at home, just like they did for a whole 2 years.
It would definitely be better than nothing, but studies show that wasn't good for the kids, man.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. The world is...
I mean, it's better than nothing. You know, if you can't go to school for 6 months, yes, we definitely do that. But
I don't know how much going to
thing
I don't know how much going to school really. These kids don't have books anymore, man. You do know that, right? Your kids don't have no books, no hardback books.
Our kids do have books, man. And they have,
real books?
They have real books, and they have Chromebooks also.
Wow.
Miles and that's the problem with Miles. Miles, that's why he's so yoked up. Miles carries all of his books in his book bag because he doesn't like to go back and forth from his locker. So he carries all of his book bag, all of his stuff in his book bag.
I thought we were talking about a different definition for yoked up. Wow.
Oh yeah, he's cut like a diamond, man.
Miles don't want to play no football, man.
No, said he watches me too much.
I did. Last time I saw him, I did notice a couple veins in his arm. I was like.
He rock solid, man. All they eat is chicken and rice. Drink water. Doesn't eat sweets. Doesn't eat ice cream. Doesn't like nothing sweet. Doesn't eat candy.
He's gonna be a golfer though.
He don't play golf no more, man. And I really don't want to talk about that right now either. That's the trigger. Hey, real quick, the golf situation is a trigger.
What happened? Something lately happened?
The golf situation is a trigger.
All right, let's move on. Tree, come on, Tree, please, and let's read some chat messages. And you're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience.
Hey, so I was invited to dinner last night.
Yes! I was like, hey, hello, we're right here.
Oh my.
Yeah, we got a story to tell for real, man.
Well, let's tell it.
We got a story to tell.
From KK Ash, Naughty, you have to walk in our shoes in these corporate streets, and you walk in caution. I don't think that I can go work for anybody anymore. I haven't worked for a person since 2011.
Y'all are blessed. Yes.
It's been a while.
If y'all got that entrepreneur spirit and you can make it work, keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you.
Praise God.
Praise God.
From RC, throw Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield in there too. They showed up, but they both have known Trump for almost 40 years due to his affiliation with boxing.
He's always ringside.
So Ryan, did you watch with your family? Did you secretly watch? Like, were you sneaking off? And
because I know JP didn't approve of you watching this rally, man. Or this inauguration.
We were in the North
It's
Georgia
a rally.
Mountains.
You said it right.
We were in the North. Thank you, Uncle Mike. Craig Pryor. Thank you, Uncle Mike.
Thank you, Craig Pryor.
I'm sure Tree will get to all the super chat.
Thank you.
We were in a car driving back from the Georgia mountains, man, and I just had my YouTube up, listening to it in the car while we drove.
Yeah,
it's a 3-hour ride, so I just watched it and listened while we drove. I had to hear. I didn't want to, but I felt as though I had to hear what was going to be said.
Yeah. I would agree with you. Someone in this space probably had to, so there could be.
I had to. It's so much tomfoolery, and it's so nonchalant, and it's disgusting what is taking place.
From Craig, Uncle Mike, thank you so much. To say DEIs aren't qualified is to believe all saltines are qualified in all their positions. I hate the in a perfect world argument.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a perfect world. And it's going to be hard for it to ever be a perfect world.
From Tilldog12, it takes money to be entrepreneurs, and to get money, you need business loans. Where the hell are you going to get loans from now with the red Republicans running?
See, DEI and affirmative action is not just in hiring for jobs like that, but it's getting loans. Yep. It's getting government products or whatever.
Getting approved for apartments.
Getting approved for apartments.
Do you understand how hard it is when you have a business and you don't have like a regular, my income taxes say that I'm poor. And so to get an apartment, they want my firstborn, the blood from my fingernails to prove that I'm not a scammer. It's very challenging, even though they have my bank statements. So I guess I'm gonna be living here forever. I'm gonna go stay with Arlie. Something. Black Diamond. She said she would have got in y'all's asses if y'all had been pimping that juice.
Right. I couldn't even. Like, it literally took us 2 seconds to say, nah, we can't do that.
The listeners know we about the people, man. We've been the people show from day one.
Which is how we landed. You landed here. From RC, Red Fox was my favorite comedian. I believe Pryor was the best, but I probably listened to Paul Mooney more than any other comedian.
Where'd the comedian talk come up at?
They're just tying in the downfall, like when everything started to tumble with you guys.
Oh, we talking about Paul
when
Mooney.
He was on the show.
That's story number 2. So the demise of this dude.
It's a bunch of stories, man.
We'll talk about that in the book too.
From Craig, Uncle Mike Pryor.
Paul Mooney thought he would use our show as a practice ground
for his stand-up.
And did. Is that on video somewhere?
It has to be. Damn, Richard Bullock.
That was a great day.
Well, you know, he did a comedy special the day he was in studio with us, and he went off on white America. He was filming a comedy special, and at the very beginning of that comedy special is when he was in studio with us. So you might can find it online.
Y'all inspired him. Y'all were the pre-show, like the pregame.
We were a pawn in his game.
I love Paul Mooney.
Tip my stews.
And then you killed us.
Richard Bullock says,
thank you, Richard Bullock.
Man. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, man.
20. Thank you, brother.
We appreciate it. Wait.
Gas
From Dwight V. Green Jr. Thank you so much. We need a super black Wall Street.
Yeah. You know, they got a Black Wall Street out in Lithonia. Huh?
Have you been to it?
Yeah, I've been to it.
Okay.
It's a upscale flea market, but that's what they call it, Black Wall Street number 2. I like it. I like the idea they're entrepreneurs. I'm rooting for them. Too far for me to drive.
Speaking of supporting black business, I signed y'all up for Fan Base. I got in a little trouble on my TikTok because I felt like people are trying to bully black people into using it, but I did sign y'all up for it. I just don't see.
When you say all y'all, you mean the show?
Yes.
Okay.
And all of your TikToks, that's brilliant how he made it transfer. Isaac Hayes is
I invested in it 5 years ago.
I just need he does need more money, but this is where the money part comes in, because he's got to get that algorithm. The algorithm of TikTok, we don't have to go find people. The people find us based on what they have decided we like. But in these other spaces, but you guys are on Fan Base.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see how to make it work for you.
All right, appreciate
Craig, Uncle Mike Pryor, Willie D said, would you go to a Klan rally if you were invited? Talking about that interview with Ding Dong. Nelly I'm surprised Arlie didn't bring this up. And I would like to ask her, what you think Ashanti said to that ninja?
Go get that money.
Go get
you
the
do?
I think she did. We just kept, and the rumor is they about trying to pop out another baby. So he's like, I gotta go get his money. That's all, because I can't imagine.
Yeah, you know what?
Go, Doug.
No, I'm sorry, Arlie. I'm sure I'm about to say what you're about to say. For him to do that, he had to discuss it with her, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave him the green light.
But
Yeah.
Michelle didn't go to the thing. Y'all don't think they discussed that about the protection of her peace?
Yeah, they discussed that. And she said she wasn't going.
Barack and Michelle?
Yeah.
Michelle wouldn't go out there to play them games.
Because she was.
He know who he married to.
Yeah. No, and he said, people say, well, she need to ride with him. She been riding. She did not want to run the second time. Because he had come at him so bad the first time, but she supported him and she's like, we gonna do this one more time. But my children have been in jeopardy. They threatened the lives of my children. As a mother, you don't play with that. And I want to punch this ninja in the face. This was if I sit next to him, I'm punching him in the face. That's what's gonna happen. He said, Michelle, I don't want to have to punch anybody in the face. So I'm gonna Michelle.
We got to take you off.
From Loose Neck's side, he says he's still salty about my frat brother, Dr. Bonds, taking his band, Mississippi Valley State, to the inauguration. He was a band director at Talladega when they went in 2016.
Here's the crazy part about that Mississippi Valley State thing. They went on their own dime. Trump didn't pay them.
Well, no, they never pay, do they? Because all the HBCUs have been for
I don't know Mississippi Valley State's financial situation, but I'm sure
that
they don't have money to rent 5 or 6 buses, go to DC and support this piece of shit.
Take 300 people.
Damn.
Mississippi Valley State. I don't know what the benefit to them was. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. What was the benefit to y'all? Not only that, it's his policies that are against you.
Right.
So you're going to come up with $350,000 to go and quote unquote support this guy? Come on, Mississippi Valley State.
From John,
right? That's all they're saying they got $350,000. No, they spent $350,000.
It took $350,000.
Right. It took $350,000 to go.
Right.
Pop back up, Marley.
I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me now? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, so Mississippi Valley State had to raise the $350,000 because I saw the little video people were asking for it, and folks were like, "I'll go to hell." But this is the problem in Mississippi. The governor there, Tatum, he is a big Trump supporter, and he used their Alcorn. Oh man,
it's bad.
I'm sorry, Ollie.
It's bad.
Who is touching buttons?
It's bad. Keep reading the chat.
From Jungle Brother. If Trump could pardon C. Murder, Master P would be right there performing.
Well, I don't know.
That's a good question,
I don't think we can say that. I don't think we can say that.
If Doug was locked up, that's your brother.
Right.
I like this. You wouldn't?
You better perform. You better perform with that inauguration.
See? Some grace. I don't want to give them grace.
I think that's why. Hey, if I hear a story,
our cousin Jason Jones, shouts out to you, Jason. He watches the show. We had a little tip for tap going back and forth, and the last message he sent me that I hadn't replied to yet was like, "Hey, cuz, so you wouldn't do that for me?"
Right. But here's the thing.
And I hadn't responded.
But here's the thing. That's not the story with these people that perform.
Right, you're right.
That we know of. Now, if Snoop comes out right now and says, my cousin was on death row and Trump got him out for me to come and perform at this event.
He should, if that's what's going on.
But
I'm not gonna be that mad at him.
I'm the fact checker here.
Who?
Donald Trump did pardon Harry O. So
who is
Harry
that?
O.
Who is
Harry O is the godfather and the co-CEO of Death Row Records. Donald Trump pardoned him, so Snoop had to do this favor for him. That's the godfather.
Say that.
So I mean, sometimes we just gotta do our research.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mentioned that earlier. Snoop's people got pardoned. I just mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
If Trump said, here's the thing about that as well. If Trump said, I'm going to free this guy, whoever Nadi just talked about, but when I win the campaign next year, or however long it was, 2-3 months ago, I need you to perform. I kind of understand that. I don't think that happened though. I don't think Trump personally called Snoop Dogg and says, don't forget I got your boy out of jail. I need you to come perform.
No, Trump.
Do you think Donald Trump picking up a phone calling Snoop Dogg?
No, Trump never had a conversation.
No, he sent those same ninjas that came in that boardroom to talk to y'all. To talk to Trump.
The people came and represent the deal
with the suits. Thank you, Rel Scott. Thank you
Rel.
so much. Just
appreciate it, Rel.
to thank the Stewies. We've reached our 31 sales.
Oh, congratulations, Rel. That's
man,
dope. That's dope, Rel. Thank you, Rel.
Aw,
We
I
appreciate
love
that.
This is a community.
That's great. That's great, Tree. Thank you. That's really dope.
That's good. That's dope.
Okay, I'm
Y'all
going
buy
to
Rel's ties, man. Y'all buy Rel ties. Appreciate you, Rel.
Okay, I'm going to to the super chat. Thank you, Sydney Jackson. My wife used to work at Valley. Them ninjas broke. Her classroom didn't have heat or air. That money should have been used to fix that raggedy ass campus.
Yeah. So I hate when we start criticizing HBCUs for how they look. There's a lot of politics behind it. I can't even get into it now, but a lot of us are struggling.
What is happening?
I don't know what happened to Doug. Doug's frozen. He'll come back. Keep on reading, Tree.
I'm frozen.
Okay. Yeah, I think because we have 5 different things going on in the thing. All right.
Y'all see me now? Y'all see me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
All right.
Thank you so much, Sydney Jackson. From Courtney Williams, who the hell's still listening to Nelly anyway?
He's still booking shows. He still make money for his for his Air Force Ones.
He's now got a Vegas residency as the
Nelly
result of all he just booked it after.
Wow.
Ashanti was like, "Go get that money, baby." But well, I'm not going to
talk about fine.
Kelly Rowland blocked him from singing that song they did together, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good for Kelly. The finest woman of Destiny's Child, Kelly.
Oh.
That's one of my long-standing signature rants.
She's beautiful.
Oh, Kelly
She
is super
is.
fine. Kelly's super fine.
She's stunning.
From RC, Snoop will be hosting that NFL Honors Award show.
I need to hear Snoop come out and speak about this.
Yeah, I would like
if that story is true, what Nadi said, just like Soulja Boy, and just like Nelly did.
If it's president's people that's talking to him, you know they signed an NDA saying you can't talk about this money we're giving you, or you can't talk about why you're doing this. You can't say anything bad. You can't do. It's NDAs. Nobody can talk unless he says he wants you to talk.
Lord have mercy. All right, go ahead, Tree. It's 9 o'clock already. We got to get out of here. I got to get out of here.
Okay, from Black Diamond, she says the 92%, that is black women, are tired. She would not have gone either. You don't even like black women, Naughty. So your entire point is moot.
That's true.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
Why would you say that's true? That's blasphemous.
Well, the word,
I love black
sometimes
women.
what you say doesn't align.
Based on a lot of your
my black homegirls how I support their businesses.
Listen, a lot of your rhetoric is anti-black women.
You trashed a black senator all day yesterday on the No Show. I watched it myself.
You trashed some black woman this morning.
You trashed
who I trash. If y'all watch the No Show, the first thing I did was told her how much I love Michelle and Lamar. I disagree with I just only disagree with her not being there with the black man. That's not trashing her.
You called the sassy mouth from Texas. You
called the sassy mouth from Texas.
Right.
That's true. That's not trashing her. That's talking the truth. She's a sassy mouth.
Nadi, I'm just saying it's very confusing whether you trash black women a lot or not.
It's not confusing at all. I watched the show.
Whatever.
I watched the show. It's not confusing.
Yeah, it's not true though. I love my sister. My daughter is black. My mom.
Oops, sorry.
You would think you wouldn't trash black women consistently.
You would think that.
Okay, Joe Johnson has crazy handles for a big guy.
ISO Joe. Maybe he go in that fifth tier.
Attorney or legal counsel for the show wants to know: is your betting legal?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
And listen, man, I'm happy that I'm probably out of a couple $100 this year, but I had a really, really high in the first half of the season. Second half, they came and got it back, you know?
No, but
so
that's how it works.
I know. But no, I've had years where I've come out.
On top?
I only do it during football season.
Wow.
But yeah, this year it was I had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows this season. I learned a lot.
Right. We got 8 more from Craig, Uncle Mike Pryor. Man, please. Melania ain't been seen in years. It's true.
She don't even stay at the White House.
Nobody says anything. Yep. She don't even sleep next to Diaper Daniel.
Nope.
Donald. From
Punk-ass
RC,
Donald Trump.
Jackie Robinson was a trailblazer and he did a lot, but I can't look past Jackie criticizing Ali for not joining the military for the Vietnam War. We're talking about the top 5 winner.
And you know what? Somebody
Loser.
reminded me about that after I did my top 5. I forgot about that.
Me too. It happened.
From Truck D, Doug, if you bring your ass to Nashville one more time and don't reach out, I'm sending the goons after you.
Hey, Truck D, shoot me your number again, man. I don't think I got you listed in my phone as Truck D. I think I got your real name, and I forgot your real name, bro. I'm just shooting you straight.
From Rough Buff, Tim Hardaway on the 3rd tier is dirty work. Killer crossover was unstoppable.
Yes.
That's true.
Back to the Nashville thing. I left from here 7 a.m. I was back on the road at 2 p.m. And you know they got an hour time difference. So I did a turn and burn for real. Plan to do several of them this year. Yeah.
Hey man, how many turn and burns did you do in college, man? Where you had to go to run the A&T or run the FAM or run the Howard or run the Hampton? You did it all the time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. For some Newtsy.
Right.
For what? Yeah.
For some Newtsy.
Shit. Yes, sir.
Darn right.
That ninja, if Tim Hardaway is not on that list, it's not legitimate.
He's on there.
Jeff King wants us to stay.
I was driving
$10.
I was driving
$10.
4.5 hours, so I know what equated to about 4 to 5 minutes of sex.
Hey, 3P.
Y'all's friend that is a Trump lover,
3P.
and he wants to give Naughty 9 of that.
Even though you're a Trump supporter and a Lamar Jackson hater, thank you for that $10, brother.
He said $1. Naughty gets 9. You getting 1. That's what the note says.
Naughty to the voice of reason. Oh, there we go.
Thank you for that $1.
One of his brothers in Trump.
The frat.
We're still keeping that $10 though.
And the last one from Jungle Brother, he says he clicks like on all 3 of his devices, my 2 phones and my Fire Stick. I gotta let him back in the group.
Thank you, Jungle Brother.
All right, I'm out. Y'all end it.
Let me read one
more.
Wait, I got one more to read. I can't find it. I think Loose Neck said I'd be in the bar late at night asking the bartender to turn the CBS to the. Oh, never mind. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And again, real quick, thank you for reading the chat tree. It's not that bad. The gambling's not that bad. I deem myself as a former player as an expert in this sport. I still have a lot of connections to people that are representing players and working for teams. And I talk to these cats. So, yeah, I think I've got an inside edge to beating this thing. I really do. But I really do. I know. I got to give an A+ to everybody in the chat.
You do know that the spread nullifies any advantage you could possibly have, right?
However, there's other parts to the wagering. It doesn't have to be on the spread. Okay. It doesn't have to be a money line. It could be a teaser. It doesn't have to be a parlay. I can bet first half. I can bet coin flip.
And
There's prop bets.
Listen, man. I understand it's exhilarating, but how you think they build all them casinos in the desert, man?
Yeah, I'm not one of those guys, man.
They didn't build them casinos in the desert by letting ninjas like you in Georgia win.
Right. I understand, man.
Okay.
I understand.
I'm just saying. I'm reminding you. I learned my lesson 25 years ago.
If I would have had the intestinal fortitude to stop at week 8, I'd be up a tremendous amount.
That's part of the psychology. They know you ninjas not going to stop. That's part of the psychology. That's part of their equation, their hustle.
You're right, big brother.
Oh, man, thank you, man. It means a lot. Let's get out of here. I got to get out of here.
A+ to everybody in the chat room. Thank y'all so much. We're doing this because of you. Thank y'all so much. I got Truck D, Dwight V. Green Jr., Uncle Mike, Richard Bullock, Rel Scott, Sidney Action Jackson, and the great 3P, a.k.a. Jeff King, for Super Chat today. Thank y'all so much.
Shouts out to everybody except for 3P. He said some crazy.
You never really got down with 3P like that, man.
He said some crazy shit yesterday. I can't even remember what it is right now.
Shouts out to Arlie.
Some hate against the brother Lamar Jackson.
She gets an A+. Shouts out to the great Naughty Dread. Shouts out to Tree. Thank you very much, Tree. And shouts out to you too, Doug. You get an A+, man.
Shouts out to all y'all. Shouts out to the listeners, everybody in the chat room. Thank y'all. Y'all get an A too. You get an A too,
very much, man.
You get it.
Y'all enjoy the games this weekend. On Sunday should be amazing. championship weekend.
Share
And we'll
this
see y'all
show.
on
Hit the
Monday morning.
share. Hit the share.
And pass
Please
the word.
Please
And
share the
pass
show.
word. Looking
Hit
for
the
title
share button.
sponsors as well. Looking for title sponsors as well. All right. Peace, y'all. Thank you.